this is some ASMR style dating advice. So, if you haven't seen my first video on how to get a girlfriend and some other dating advice in there, then you can watch it. It will be linked in my description bar, or you can wait until after this video and I will link it at the end. So, I have a lot of papers. I have 2 full papers of advice on how to be a true alpha man. And yes, that is cringy, and I'm obviously not taking it seriously, but I think that it's just a good way to define, for me, to define like the ultra masculine man. So if you want to embody like that ultra masculine man and do it correctly and actually, hold good relationships, then keep watching. So I just want to say that I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments from insecure men that will tell me that, like, you should show your real personality and I'm telling you to lie about yourself and that I'm trying to tell you how to change your personality or something. And honestly, to me, being like a nice guy, like, that is fake. Like, playing it safe is also fake. If you're not showing your personality because you're so shy that you're not even communicating, that is fake, okay? So I'm here to amplify your personality and also help you tap into your best traits, play into your features. So I'm going to talk all about social skills and things like that. This is not anything to do with looks, okay? But, like, you can be a nice person, right? And you can also work on your confidence and your social skills. So I'm not trying to tell you to change your personality or that you're not manly enough, okay? But you clicked on this video for a reason, whether that's just because you want to hear me ramble and you're nosy, or you actually want my advice, so just take it or leave it, I guess. Being confident and working on your social skills is what we're doing here, okay? You don't need to change your whole self, but you can make improvements, right? So, that being said, here are some of my tips, okay? When I'm talking about strong suits, I'm talking about, are you funny? Are you super intelligent in a certain topic? Are you really good at, like, golfing, or I don't know, something that people do together, hiking? Like, if there's a activity that you like that you could do with a potential partner, that's one of your strong suits, right? And it can be anything. It can be a sport. It can be, I don't know, maybe you really like tabletop games, right? Find your strengths. If you're not super into activities, maybe you're super into, like, comedy, and maybe, like, you're really funny and fun to be around. Maybe you're the type of person you don't even need to do anything. You're just fun to be around and people like you just doing nothing. So find your strong suits, okay? Find multiple, find as many as possible. And anytime you want to doubt yourself, like, subconsciously, or feel lack of, like, masculine, confident energy, that's when you really have to think about all of the great qualities you have and what your strong suits are, and then just to focus on amplifying that anytime you have limiting beliefs or bad thoughts or doubts. I want you to go back to that list of awesome things that you like to do, that you're good at, awesome traits about yourself, things that you're knowledgeable in, ways that you're funny, stuff like that. Whatever it is, even if it's the smallest little thing, write it down and focus on improving those things and yourself, okay? Loving yourself, being proud of yourself. So the reason I was bringing up self-love and things like that is because that like that inward feeling about yourself will project towards others. And even if you get a great girl, if you don't feel confident in yourself and you don't love yourself, then you will start to like project your bad traits and ruin it for yourself, right? So you gotta love yourself first, no matter how many girlfriends you get or something, right? Because you will be a toxic person if you don't. Okay, I kind of just spoke about this a little bit, but having like subjects and topics that you're really into will help you determine what kind of person that you want, what your interests are. You want to line up with what their interests are, having the same interests, having the same, you know, enjoyment of life. Like, I think it's important to have things in common with that person and be realistic with yourself, okay? Are you looking for someone that is like super into tabletop games, but then also like walks down a runway? Like just pick where you're going and go with it, right? You gotta be like not realistic, but and not like you're like you need to be like, it might sound like I'm saying like, oh, stay in your lane, but no, you want to stay in your lane because that's how you're gonna find the proper person. So focus more on, also you want to be attracted to that person, right? But focus more on how your conversation goes and flows and what they're into, because if you have a girlfriend that's like really hot and then you have nothing in common, you're gonna be really, really bored. So yeah, be picky. Okay, so confidence. I wrote, be confident, but don't brag 24/7. Allow your confidence to reveal itself slowly in conversation. I think it's very masculine and sexy to be confident, and you want to show the person that you like the things that you're good at. But if you go right off the bat, like telling them all the things you're good at, like I was listening to this podcast the other day, and she was like, "Oh, I went on this date with this guy, and it was such a good date. He was like, I'll change your tire, I'll hold the door, I'll pay for the check, I'll change the oil in your car, I'll freaking chop down a tree." I'm like, those are red flags to me. Like, yes, you obviously want a great person that does whatever, but chopping down trees or whatever you're into. But like when you're going right at it, like love bombing someone, to me that's a red flag, because either you are saying all this to try to reassure yourself and be confident even though you're not, or you're trying to level with them because you think they're better than you, or you're straight up love bombing because you want to manipulate the person. Like, it just doesn't come off right. So I know that you might be eager to show off and be proud, and that's great, but just try to tame yourself and do it slowly, you know? Be confident and let that slowly attract that person, because that person will see these things that you're good at or hear these things that, you know a lot about or whatever, and they'll come up to their own assumptions of, wow, this person's great, this person is smart, this person's confident, I believe this person, and they will like be more attracted to you, because when you come off the bat and you're just like going crazy about all the things that you know and can do right away, it's weird. Yeah. So let your skills slowly develop. It makes you more interesting. It makes the person seek conversation with you. It makes the person crave you when you just let your personality do the work instead of constantly thinking like, I need to impress this person. Okay. Yeah, so alright, here's another one. Be be like, you can be witty. I like witty, right? But don't be snarky. Snarky is so beta. It really is though, like, it's beta AF. Like, can you just not be snarky? It's weird. But like, seriously though, you can be witty and playful, and we love it. But snarky is like really uncomfortable, and I feel like snarkiness is what gives like most women the ick. So just don't be like like a know-it-all snarky kind of person. Be like witty and free-flowing. You know, like don't be like, I know to do this, and it's just. Do you know what I'm saying? Snarkiness is never good in a conversation if you want to have sexual relationships with that person, okay? Like, if you want a sensual sexual relationship with the person, do not be snarky. Like, seriously, that is my number one ick, and I don't have a lot of them. I think it's like literally only that. Okay, so how to be masculine, right? I think that a lot of these like dating coaches out here will give you a lot of misinformation on, or they don't explain it well, right? They hold the masculine aura, but they don't explain it to you. They give you some yes answer that will help you hook up with women, but won't help you hold that masculine energy. And one of the big things I've noticed in masculine men that I really like is that they're masculine, but they don't dominate a conversation. You don't need to like micromanage or dominate every conversation or know it all about everything, okay? Making a woman feel safe and protected is an energy. It's not just an action. So you don't have to like dominate every area, and like dominating every area in your relationship is not going to make you a dominant person. It's not going to make you a masculine person. It's not going to make you alpha. It's going to make you abusive, okay? Being masculine is an energy, and I will go more into that in a second, but I'll end with that. But I just want to say, while I was writing this stuff down, I was thinking about those like dating gurus and all of that, and I feel like they tell men to like manipulate women with emotions and to not show your true emotions. And I want to say that showing your true emotions is very masculine, and being vulnerable with a person that you care deeply about is very masculine. But I think that with any gender, it is very important that you can manage your emotions. Being emotionally stable is how you can be perceived as a masculine alpha man that has his shit together, that knows what to do, and that is a person that you would ask advice for. Controlling yourself, controlling your reactions, and thinking through situations. That is what makes a feminine energy feel safe, right? Because a lot of women are more emotional, right? Whatever. Okay, you can disagree or agree, but we get our periods, and I feel like for me personally, my emotions can be like that, right? But you don't, this is the key right here, okay? Here's the great advice. situation. You just have to be emotionally stable. You don't have to be like rough and tough about everything. You just have to be in that leader type energy. If a woman feels like she can come to you for advice or ask your opinion on something, if she feels like you know better or you would have the right answer, that is the ticket. That is the key to masculine energy. Because you could cry to that person, you could be vulnerable to that person. But if you are in control of yourself, your relationship will have that, feminine energy and masculine energy. If you hold that stoicism, you will hold the masculine energy in your relationship, okay? Being cool, calm, and collected and thinking through your thoughts is what attracts women, because it's like that yin and yang, or whatever they call it. It's the perfect balance, okay? Then a very emotional, feminine energy will be attracted to you. And at that point, most dating coaches will tell you this, right? They'll tell you, oh, an alpha man is like this, right? Stoicism, don't show your emotions. Always have multiple girls on the side. Look hot. Don't eat carbs, whatever the hell. Yes, if you master stoicism, if you master how to control your emotions and think through your thoughts before you speak and before you move through life, then you can manipulate other people's emotions. But you don't want to manipulate people's emotions, okay? So once you realize this and you get into this confident masculine energy of holding your emotions close to you and revealing them appropriately, then you will be a magnet to these women. And a dating coach will tell you, go find a vulnerable woman, because when you're confident like this, a vulnerable woman will feel really safe with you. But you don't want to use your own strength and personal growth to manipulate people or to hurt people, right? So remember that holding your emotions securely and expressing yourself properly will bring in lots of feminine energy, and it is up to you to use it properly and not abuse the power. I just want to make sure that I covered everything. Yeah, so be a fun person. Have your own thing going on. Hone in on the things that you're good at and expand those things. Expand your knowledge, expand, the activities that you do. Always learn and always expand, but find the traits and things that you're good at. If you are, if you're a very smart person, then focus on that. If you are a very creative person, then focus on that. And just remember that you don't need to use tools to manipulate people. You can use these tools to control yourself and manipulate your reality. Change the environment and the people that come in, but do it all with love and being genuine. You don't need 15 girlfriends a week. Talk to one at a time. It's not weird, okay? Don't listen to the advice that these gurus give to you, these male gurus give to you, because, well, unless as you want to just hook up with somebody, then take their advice. But they're giving you these tools so that you can have a fleeting moment with somebody. And I'm giving you tools that will help you have a healthy, long, happy relationship with someone. So, I hope that these tips helped you. I really think that they will. And just go out there and practice, talk to people, talk to anyone. It doesn't just have to be a girl that you like. Just practice your social skills and apply these things and see how people react, right? Look at it like it's a game. It's a fun game for yourself to learn your social skills. Not to chase women or see how many dates you could get. No, it's all about applying these practices to your daily life and your social interactions. That way, you've built up this confidence and this personality, and you are able to express yourself properly. Then you'll be able to find the kind of girls you like, and maybe you'll find one that you really like and go on a date, and then you're perfect together and you don't even need to go on more dates. So don't focus on dates, focus on yourself and applying these things. Okay,